Charlie Chaplin's foray into Hollywood is a tale of extraordinary talent rising from obscurity. His journey from the musical halls of London to the burgeoning film industry in America is marked by his unique blend of comedy and emotion. Chaplin's creation of The Tramp revolutionized silent cinema, offering audiences a character that was not only hilariously entertaining, but also deeply human. His early works, though silent, spoke volumes through his masterful blend of humor and pathos, capturing the hearts of audiences worldwide. Chaplin's ascent to fame was meteoric, making him one of the first global celebrities, adored by millions and respected by his peers in his pioneering work in film. Charlie Chaplin was not just a film star, he was a visionary who revolutionized the art of comedy. His character, the Tramp, became an emblem of the silent film era. Embodying a blend of humor, grace, and humanity. Chaplin's genius lay in his ability to turn everyday situations into a spectacle of comedy and emotion. He was a master storyteller who could convey a narrative without a single spoken word. Beyond acting, Chaplin's contributions to film extended to directing, writing, and music composition, showcasing his multifaceted talent and his dedication to his craft. His films were not only commercially successful, but also critically acclaimed, setting new standards for filmmaking and inspiring generations of artists. Charlie Chaplin's love life was as dramatic and scrutinized as his film career. His relationships, often marred by significant age gaps and societal disapproval, sparked controversy and intrigue. Chaplin's marriages, especially to much younger women like Mildred Harris and Lita Gray, challenged the norms of Hollywood and society. These relationships were not only sensational fodder for the press, but also a source of legal and personal battles. Chaplin himself often remained secret about his personal life, but his autobiographical work and rare interviews provide glimpses into his complicated romantic history. The public and legal scrutiny over Chaplin's personal affairs intertwined with his professional life, impacting his career and reputation in the burgeoning Hollywood industry. In the midst of his cinematic success, Charlie Chaplin faced another challenge: political scrutiny. His outspoken views in films with societal commentary attracted the attention of the US government during a time of heightened paranoia about communism. Chaplin's The Great Dictator was a bold statement against fascism and tyranny, showcasing his willingness to use his art for political expression.
Soldiers, don't fight for slavery, fight for liberty!
However, this and other works drew suspicion in the politically charged atmosphere of the time. The HUAC's hunt for communists in Hollywood put Chaplin in a precarious position. Despite his denials of being a communist, the mere suspicion was enough to tarnish his reputation and put his career at risk. In 1952, Chaplin left for the UK, only to find out he couldn't return to the US. This forced exile marked as a turning point in his life and career, a consequence of his political beliefs clashing with the era's prevailing sentiments. As the film industry evolved, Charlie Chaplin faced a new challenge: the advent of talkies. While many silent stars struggled to adapt, Chaplin's response to his change was marked by both resistance and innovation. Chaplin's City Lights and Modern Times, although made during the sound era, were essentially silent films. He believed that his career as the Tramp spoke through action, not words, and this artistic choice was both a defiance and a homage to the silent era he had mastered. These films were not just successful, they were triumphs, proving that Chaplin's artistry transcended the boundaries of silent and sound cinema. In The Great Dictator, Chaplin finally embraced the sound, using it not just for dialogue, but as a tool for satire and political commentary. This film marked a pivotal point in his career, showcasing his adaptability and continued relevance in changing industry. In 1952, Charlie Chaplin faced one of the most challenging periods of his life: exile from the United States. Amidst accusations and political pressure, Chaplin, a figure once celebrated by American audiences, found himself ostracized from the country that had been his home for decades. The decision to leave America was not just a geographical shift for Chaplin. It represented a dramatic turn in his life and career. Exiled during the Red Scare, he became a symbol of the era's paranoia and a fear of dissent. Settling in Switzerland, Chaplin experienced a life far removed from Hollywood glamour. This period was one of reflection and reevaluation, both personally and professionally. The exile marked a bitter chapter in Chaplin's story, but it also opened a new phase, where he found a peaceful respite and continued his artistic endeavors away from the limelight of Hollywood. Years after his exile, as the political climate softened and the cultural tide shifted, Hollywood began to reconsider the legacy of Charlie Chaplin. The man once vilified was now being celebrated as a pioneer and a legend. In a moment of triumph and emotional vindication, Chaplin returned to the United States in 1972 to receive an honorary Oscar. The ovation he received was not just for his cinematic achievements, but also a collective acknowledgement of his enduring influence. In these later years, Chaplin was no longer the comedic icon of the silent era, but a reverent figure, reflecting on a rough, yet extraordinary life in film. The world once again braced Chaplin, not just as an entertainer, but as an artist who had weathered the controversy and emerged with his spirit and legacy intact. Charlie Chaplin, a pioneer of the silent era, left an undeniable mark on the world of cinema. His influence extends far beyond his own time, permeating the very fabric of modern filmmaking and comedy. Directors, actors, and comedians across generations have drawn inspiration from Chaplin's innovative storytelling, his physical comedy, and his ability to blend humor with poignant social commentary. In film schools and retrospectives, Chaplin's work continues to be studied and revered. His films are not just entertaining, but lessons in the art of cinema, teaching new generations of filmmakers. The numerous tributes and honors bestowed to Chaplin posthumously reflect the global recognition of his contributions. His legacy is not confined to the past. It is a living, evolving inspiration. The story of Charlie Chaplin is not just one of cinematic triumph, but also of personal resilience. Born into an abject poverty in London, Chaplin faced numerous challenges from a very young age, including familial instability and financial hardships. Chaplin's childhood was marred by his mother's mental illness and his father's absence. These early experiences of diversity and his time in the workhouses shaped both his career and his art. Despite these daunting beginnings, Chaplin found solace and expression in the words of performance. It was on the stage that he discovered his talent for comedy and drama, which would eventually lead him to the screens of Hollywood. Chaplin's journey from the hardships of London to the glamour of Hollywood is a testament to his extraordinary talent and unyielding determination. Chaplin's journey from the hardships of London to the glamour of Hollywood is a testament to his extraordinary talent and unyielding determination. His personal struggles informed his art, adding depth and empathy to his comedic genius. As the curtain fell on an illustrious career, Charlie Chaplin spent his final years in quiet reflection, away from the glitz of Hollywood. His life, marked by both unprecedented fame and intense controversy, entered a peaceful phase in the Swiss countryside. In these tranquil years, Chaplin enjoyed a life surrounded by his family. Despite the controversies and challenges of his past, he found contentment in a simpler, more private existence. Chaplin's final foray into cinema, A Countess from Hong Kong, was a departure from his earlier work. Though it was not as acclaimed as his classic films, it demonstrated his enduring passion for filmmaking. The late recognition from the Academy, with a standing ovation that lasted several minutes, was a powerful acknowledgement of Chaplin's impact on cinema. When Charlie Chaplin passed away on Christmas Day in 1977, the world mourned the loss of a true cinematic pioneer. His death marked the end of an era, but his legacy continues to live on, enchanting and inspiring new generations.